Good evening, everyone. This is Spook, and we are live with Dragon Quest XI. And joining me tonight is my partner, Elliot the Moose.
Hello, everyone. Disembodied voice is Elliot.
Excellent, you're coming through fine. Got it?
Yay!
It always helps to check. Okay.
Oh, absolutely true.
All right, so when we left off, I had just reached... oh, hold on. I didn't have my monitor turned off, so it was still coming into the mic. Okay, when we last left off, I had gotten to Honolulu, which is basically Hawaii. Well, culturally appropriated Hawaii. And we've been told that everybody... Dragon Quest is really good at cultural appropriation.
Oh, jeez.
But we've been told that everybody is off fighting a squid, a giant squid, as is tradition. So we're going to get in there and help.
Excellent. Cracking time.
And I took some time this morning to grind a little bit while I was doing laundry. So I've gained some levels. Importantly, I've gained levels for the main character, who can now dual wield. So.
Heck yeah. I love dual wielding. It makes me feel so badass.
Yep. So, he's got a cautery sword for each hand, and ladies, he's single.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I selected my, generic emotes until I have, real emotes. And this is the first time I can use them right now, right here.
Woohoo!
These are the ones I picked.
Oh, can you test the science redeem for me?
Yeah. Science.
Oh, I cranked that up as high as it'll go. I think I may have to alter the wave file so the file itself is louder.
Totally fair.
Yeah, that's as far as sound.
Hello, Leather Daddy.
Hey, that's Dave. Everybody likes Dave.
Hi, Dave. I've never met a Dave that I've liked.
Really? That's interesting.
There's been a lot of them. Dave is a very common name.
Okay, we're going to keep Eric in the front, and we'll put Veronica in the front line as well, because I just like having access to magic that does damage.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. I'm into that too.
Oh, and of course we get a random encounter on the way.
Obviously. What did you think you were gonna go free?
Well, unfortunately, that critter just dazzled almost everyone in the party.
Damn Dazzler.
Well, I have an answer for that. We'll just swap everyone out.
Joke's on you. I love that you can do that at any point. That's really helpful.
Dragon Quest is very, at least 11 is very player-friendly in that respect. Oh, they got Rab and... Oh, darn it. Well, I think Sylvando can snap him out of it, so that's not too bad, but... Two more party members got dazzled, and, I could really do without that.
I just think of Bedazzle, so, they're just covered in sequins now.
Okay, so we can use Defuddle and...
De-dazzle.
Okay, I guess I don't know what that status effect is now. Because I thought that was Dazzle, but I guess I didn't read it. So our girlfriend is celebrating her birthday on Friday. We're going to be going to this this place in town called Pizza Ranch, which is obviously something
Ooh.
only Americans could come up with.
A ranch for pizza, so like it's it grows pizzas.
It's just a Western themed pizza place, apparently.
What the fuck? Yeah, to me a ranch is like a farm that has animals.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, is it meat oriented? Like, are there there's a restaurant here where like their thing is like uh, the fact that they're like a barbecue western-y restaurant kind of a situation, and they have decor that's like pretty much all like pictures of like cartoon cows, but like diagrammed in such a way that it shows you which part of meat is from which part of the cow.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I saw someone
But,
do
like,
something like that. I saw somebody do a diagram like that with people, which is a little distressing.
Oh, no. It is distressing.
So somebody went ahead and made reservations for the thing on Friday. Oh, hey, look at that. And we got some levels. So somebody went and made the reservations. I'm like, make the reservations under Donner. As in Donner Party. But nobody did it.
Oh god.
The thing is, man, I'm so nervous about doing this. Because, like, it's going to be maybe 7 to 10 people, myself included. And
that's so many people.
yeah, I know one person there, and I've met the others. I've met one person there twice and one person there once for about an hour. So
yeah,
I am like, this is not a great time for me, but I'm going. I'm going because it's my girlfriend.
I super believe in you. You've got this.
Well, it's funny because, pizza joint with, apparently they've got some arcade games there.
Ooh.
Which is funny because... Well, it's funny because that's exactly what we did on Friday. We went to a local barcade shortly after they opened up and checked that out a bit.
Cool.
Yeah, I just pulled out $10 in quarters and handed a handful to my girlfriend, and we played a bunch of games while we waited for our pizza. So
That's sweet as heck. Well, like, apparently Kyber likes doing games and pizza, so why not do it for her birthday?
hey, I have no objections.
Zero. I love both games and pizza.
Yep. Well, it was interesting because it was a lot of classic arcade games. I mean, they had a 1979 Asteroids cabinet in there.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's... Oh, God, I love the look of vector plotters like that.
Nerd.
Oh, they look so cool.
Mind you, I guess I'm a nerd for knowing what that even is. Be like, wait a second. I'm a nerd too.
Yeah, it was decidedly strange, though, because a lot of the games, there was something off about them.
Because they're emulators?
No, it was all actual hardware.
Oh, wow. It's like places here are just all emulators.
Yeah, I've seen some of that here and there. Let's try Cobra striking the tentacles. Oh my god, I actually did poison it.
Excellent.
So, like, most of them were set up to be on their easiest mode with a maximum number of lives given to the player, and that's fine.
That makes sense.
They're not really counting on the quarters. They're counting on overpriced mozzarella sticks. So I get it.
Yeah. That's how arcades work.
Well, no, arcades work on the quarters. I mean, they had a number of games on free play as well, but the weird thing was there was something off about several of the games. For example, Pango. Pango is apart from the gameplay, best known for playing a loop of an arrangement of Gershon Kingsley's Popcorn. Very famous little tune. Like, the moment you look it up, you'll know exactly what it is.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll play around Topengo. It's on free play. I'm terrible at it, but I don't care. I'll do it. So,
Yeah. If it's
so
free, I can not feel bad about being terrible.
So I fire it up and I hear the da-da-da-dun, da-dun, da-da-da-dun, da-dun, and then something that is not Popcorn starts playing. I'm like, I'm sorry, what the hell is happening here?
Maybe it's copyrighted or some shit.
I don't know if that's the case or not.
If they couldn't get the rights to play that, because like I remember when I worked at Chuck E. Cheese, we full on weren't allowed to sing the Happy Birthday song because Disney owns the Happy Birthday song.
Right, but Sega would have cleared those rights back in 1982, and modifying the hardware to play something else, especially on all these...
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, so on all these discrete cabinets all over the place, I don't think they would have done that.
Yeah.
Greetings,
like,
Wax Philip Topical, and
doing?
welcome. But yeah, so that was really weird. But it didn't stop there. Yeah, we'll just frizzle this thing. The Miss Pac-Man game? Like, I looked over while my girlfriend was playing it. And okay, wait, we have buffs on everyone, so Serena really doesn't need to do a whole lot right now. She's got to have something she can use.
Fire?
No, she can't cast fire. She's,
Sad.
She's the equivalent of a Final Fantasy VII White Mage. So, like, I looked over at my girlfriend playing Ms. Pac-Man, and her character was running around the screen really quickly. I'm like, this is odd. Because there's a certain speed that your character runs at in that game, and this was just way, way past what it should have been. Like, I mean, she got up to, like, the fourth or fifth board with very little practice. I'm like, that's very strange.
Huh. Maybe they've like modified it in such a way to like make it more accessible to players, or like in theory more accessible.
Yeah, I can't rule that out.
They're winning.
Yeah, I can't rule that out. And I'm guessing that if they ever have somebody competing for a high score, they probably put it back on factory settings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they actually
like, for casual.
They have a chalkboard.
If people feel like they're winning, they're gonna stay longer.
That's true too, but they have a chalkboard there where if you take the high score on a machine, you call someone from the staff over and you can put your name on the board. I thought that was kind of cool. So there was one other thing that was really weird was the Donkey Kong machine. Like it's an actual authentic Donkey Kong board, unlike the one that Billy Mitchell played on. But when like the boards have a certain progression, like you play the girder stage, and then you play the elevator stage, then you play the cement factory, and then the rivet stage. There's an order. You do these 4 levels in a loop. So I beat the first level, and then I beat the girder stage, that is, and then it jumps right to the rivet stage. I'm like, that's not right. And then it goes to the next girder stage. I'm like, that's normal. And then it goes to the elevator stage. I'm like, I'm not clear on what's happening here. So, like, there were a few things like that, but, you know, in general, everything worked.
It was just slightly off.
Yeah, I mean, well, Donkey Kong, it was more than slightly off. That was decidedly strange. Yeah. But, you know, everything was in working order. Like, the pinball machines were in excellent condition, and those pinball machines take a beating.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They actually had a Simpsons board there, which I haven't seen in probably 30 years. And then an Iron Maiden one, which is overpriced, but you got to pick the song that was playing as you played, and I thought that was fun.
Yeah, that is pretty fun, honestly.
Oh, anytime, Waxville topical. But
Tailbacks.
there was this light gun game that we played, which I really enjoyed because I'm kind of a sucker for the genre. We just kind of teamed up and shot a bunch of aliens, and that was a good time. And boy, barely anyone needs healing at this point. This fight is going a lot easier than I expected. Did
That
I just...
moment when you're like, wow, I'm ready to destroy this giant octopus, and you're like, well, that was shockingly easy.
Maybe I leveled too much. Alright, what skills can I grab?
That is a theory.
Yeah, it certainly happens. Okay, so sword stance, I can start increasing my parries. Metal slash, I might want to hold out for. Yeah, we're. Ooh, let's take sword stance. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm gassy again. And Sylvando. So, how was work today? The natives behaved today?
Um, we're getting Dune 2.
Oh, sweet.
So right now, we're playing Dune 1 as a like preemptive,
Oh, fun.
as a be like, let's rewatch this before that one comes out kind of a situation. And people, so like wasn't like super duper busy, but like busy enough.
Yeah.
Like our theater capacity is 140 people, and I think there was like 70 people, so it was like half the theater was full.
That's not bad. Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I watched part 1 with my girlfriend at some point, and we're talking about seeing part 2 in the theater when that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But Friday we actually watched the David Lynch version, the 3-hour extended cut. And I don't think the new one is bad by any definition, but it doesn't have quite the character that the first one did. You know, it doesn't have that unhinged 80s insanity all over the place. You know,
That can't be replicated. We don't have
No.
enough cocaine.
I mean, there are some elements that are definitely problematic.
Oh yeah.
Like
I just expect anything from the 80s to be somewhat problematic at least.
well, like they, they queer coded Baron Harkonnen and made him look diseased as kind of an AIDS metaphor. I'm like, oh man.
Bad.
Yeah, and I mean, in the book, he's pretty awful. Like, there's stories that there's, like, he's not one who really thinks about consent or the age thereof.
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, he's the villain. You expect terrible things from him.
Like, I guess, but ew.
Yeah.
There's villain, and then there's, like, grossness.
Well, he is...
I'm now thinking about, I think it was a, Batman comic where, Joker is like, I'm a villain, but I'm not heartless. Because he, like, decides to, like, not kill this one guy because he's just having a really rough time or something. Like, he's just like, oh, please, like, I just lost my home and got a divorce, and Joker's like, okay, buddy.
So the Joker has this history of showing unusual moments of restraint. Like,
yes.
he fills out his 1040 every year. It's like, look, I may be criminally insane, but I'm not messing with the IRS.
Like, there are lines. This man has his own set of morals. It may not make sense to literally anybody else, but he sticks to them.
Another fine moment was he had teamed up with Red Skull at some point. And he says, "Hey, you can take off that uniform. It ain't Halloween." He's like, this isn't just a costume." He's like, "Oh, well then we're done. I may be a criminal, but I'm an American criminal. I'm not going to side with a Nazi." And I'm like,
Also, like, Joker's not a fascist. Like,
it's one of those rare times that you actually do gotta hand it to the Joker.
he's not that evil.
I mean, if I were to look for motivation for him, he's just in it for the fun.
Yeah, he's literally chaotic evil. It's not like it's not motivated by like hatred of a certain like type of person, or like he hates everyone equally and thinks everyone should die spectacularly. Like,
One of the things I really liked was the animated series from the early to mid '90s.
yeah,
Man, that was so good. They managed to
I've been
take.
watching it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's my like I'm home alone bored. Like, I need something to watch kind of a show, because like I know everything.
Yeah.
Like, that happens. So I'm just like, I just love hearing the like one-liners and stuff in the background, and it's great.
Well, I
Right?
like how they took.
Say
I
hi to the kitty.
I like how they managed to take a lame one-note side character, specifically Mr. Freeze, and make him a compelling and interesting villain. And like those changes became canon. I'm like, man,
Yep, yep.
what a way to
The
knock it out of the
cartoon
park.
honestly did so much for the like idea and like image of what Batman and his villains like could be.
Yeah. Well, and then they
It like opened up so much.
well, plus that's where they created Harley Quinn because they needed a foil for the Joker, and turns out she caught on well enough to make it into the comics, which is pretty great.
Heck yeah, she did. Which, like, fair. She's crazy and hot. I get it.
Yeah,
To me, it's honestly a red flag if somebody's a little bit too into Harley Quinn.
yeah, for sure.
I'm just like, do you want to be her? Like, are you also criminally insane? Like, like, there are things that can be admirable about Harley Quinn, but please do not try to emulate her behavior.
Yeah, I actually don't know how to advance things here. So interesting, fun fact. The fellow who provided the voice for Mr. Freeze in the series, or is it Dr. Freeze? I can't remember.
Mister.
It is just Mr.? Okay.
Yeah.
His
I
voice.
think he's one of the villains without a doctorate.
I mean, you really should have an advanced degree before you pursue the Batman.
I would find it so funny if, like, Batman got a doctorate. Be like, Dr. Bruce Wayne.
Dr. Shice. That's not good.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's
Oh,
not a fairy tale. It's true.
it's back.
Okay, okay.
From the story, that was my
Just a little
too,
blip.
my grandpa.
Dip. Dippity blippity.
It all happened 50 years ago. And it happened just like my ma tells it.
That is a great bucket hat.
And 10 years after grandpa
What were you saying about Mr. Freeze's voice actor cartoon?
He was played by Michael Ansara, who had a part in an episode of Star Trek as a Klingon. I want to say it was Kang, but I could be wrong. I'd have to look it up. But he also played the Techno Mage in Babylon 5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of fun connection.
Boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani.
I feel like I looked that up while I was watching Babylon 5 because I was
Nowhere to be found.
no, Deep Space Nine. What did you say?
It was Babylon 5.
Babylon 5.
Yep.
My brain is like, it has a number in it.
Yeah, space stations always get numbers.
Sci-fi number.
Yep.
They lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him.
We have a documentary right now called Deep Sky, and people keep calling it Deep Space, and I'm like, close. But we don't have any Ferankis here.
And it's not a former Cardassian outpost, so it's a little different.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I
It's just about the James Webb Telescope, and I'm pretty sure the Cardassians don't own it.
I still think it's funny that there's a significant character in both Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine by the name of Ducat.
But that baby must have been yours.
Yeah, I'm just like, really? Is that like that common of a sci-fi name? They're just like, let's put a
Apparently.
D and then some vowels and then a K. Yeah, that'll work.
My mother is a human being.
And like, they're very different characters too. So
Yeah.
it's not even a like looking up, I don't know, what a certain word means and then naming your character after that. Just like,
Well, yeah, because
for example, in anime, like why there are so many Sakuras is
Oh, yeah.
because that name literally means like cherry blossom, and Japan is known for cherry blossoms.
it certainly is. It's like,
So like sakura tree is and like very like symbolic to them, and they're like, yeah, let's name all of the badass female characters Sakura.
okay, so let's put a marker there. All right. So we've had the big reveal. The mermaid fell in love with a guy from this town. But that guy was somebody's grandfather, because the person she fell for, it happened like 50 years ago. And
Oh no.
yeah, apparently
bad.
mermaids do not tell time very well. So that's kind of a problem. So I am once again not sure who I have to talk to advance this. This is just one of those scenes where it's like, there's a thing you have to do that's somewhat ambiguous. I'm like, right, so what's the next part?